It's kind of funny how the Lord made the bee, and the bee made the honey, and the honeybee looking for a home, and they called it a honeycomb, and they roamed the world and they gathered.
All beekeepers try to help their hives become strong and healthy, but many have experienced the disheartening discovery of a dead hive after the winter season. There are many possible causes for a dead hive, but one of the most common reasons is simply running out of food. If the colony runs out of food during the winter when there are no other food sources available, the bees will die. Many beekeepers make a sugar candy or fondant that works as kind of insurance against such an event. Wait for a relatively warm winter day to place the candy in the top of the hive. Notice there are several bees flying around this hive. On this day, the air temperature is about 52 degrees and there is no wind. Notice also that the hive uses a spacer section between the top body box and the inner cover, which contains a pillow filled with sawdust. The sawdust acts as a desiccant to reduce the effects of condensation during winter. The BeeCandy is placed below the pillow and on top of the frame. The ingredients for BeeCandy are readily available. You'll need sugar, water, sucrose, and some form of acid, typically vinegar or acetic acid like lemon juice. The amounts shown in this recipe will make enough BeeCandy to fill an 11 by 17 inch cookie sheet to a depth of about 3/8 of an inch. If you wish to make more or less, simply adjust the amounts as needed. Most of the cooking utensils are available in a typical kitchen: a large pot, a cookie sheet, wax paper, and a wooden spatula. However, there is one key utensil that not everyone has: a candy thermometer. Accuracy is not critical, but it must be capable of reading temperatures up to about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. A heavy-duty mixer is not a requirement, but having one makes a significant difference in the amount of effort to make the fondant. Have all of the utensils ready and ingredients measured and ready before starting. Pour the water into the pot and warm slightly. When you see tiny bubbles beginning to form on the bottom of the pot and can feel that the water is warm, stir in the sucrose until it is dissolved completely. Next, add the acid and stir. Next, add the sugar and stir well until the entire mixture is uniform. Slowly increase the temperature until the mixture begins to boil. Take care to stir often to prevent scorching. Scorched sugar is actually very unhealthy for honeybees. During this stage, you are slowly boiling away the water content. Monitor the temperature carefully and ensure that the mixture does not exceed your intended maximum temperature. The temperature range from 235 to 240 degrees Fahrenheit is called the softball stage, and from 245 to 250 is called the firm ball stage. You can experiment to discover what final temperature works best for you. Remember that cooking temperatures are affected by high elevation, so adjust the final temperature to meet the needs of your kitchen. When you have reached the final temperature, remove the pot from the heat and allow it to cool to approximately 180 degrees Fahrenheit. At some point in this cooling process, you must transfer the liquid to the mixing bowl. Continue to monitor the temperature, however, this may take some time. However, do not start mixing until the mixture has reached 180 degrees Fahrenheit. When I start the mixer, that is when I add 3 drops of my not-so-secret ingredient. Continue mixing and increase speed slowly. Time is not the determining factor, but this batch took about 20 minutes of mixing to reach the proper crystallization. Mix until the candy begins to crystallize and turns a whitish color. Then stop the mixer and pour the candy into the cookie sheet. Allow the candy to cool at least overnight. Then you may want to cut it into smaller pieces for better control during feeding. With the extra food during winter, your colony will have a better chance of entering the next spring as a healthy, strong colony.
Honeycomb, well,